is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wild one here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Brown Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
End result of that one, nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule. You feel pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second and 6. Faking the give. Now Watson. That's to the front of the ball, Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Watson now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave it tight.
The 34 now. Here's first and 10. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A beautiful fake. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out. Would not allow him to cut upfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. His first carry. He can muster on there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get that.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And down inside the 15 it goes. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Like the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's coming like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops. And that makes the score 7-0. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Down, so the Chargers try out J.K. Scott. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Time for Cleveland. 56 yards.
That's by writing it down on my notes. I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And this will leave him short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Browns at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out. They've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to push his way down at the 12. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality. And pound the rock.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Watson. It's this complete to Butte. Call it a gain of a yard, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this down inside 5 and 4 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Oh, Brandon, that's a game right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes a house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point goodbye. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Tony returning as he brings it out of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, tackle for loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Herbert. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, it's difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, went back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback, a hot route, so to speak.
Herbert off of play action. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. Oh, he's got some break. Down to the 10. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies a big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5. And trouble trying the middle here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw is Watson. Find the open man. That's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. David Njoku. His first touchdown on the air. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because
it's caught inside the 25. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
And not only does Justin Herbert have one of the biggest arms in the game, I don't know that anyone throws a prettier pass. Every time he throws the football, I just want to slow it down and have it be a highlight type of a throw. And oftentimes it is just as missing there.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Eric Rowe. Breaks through the contact. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All the offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
A quick throw wide by Judy. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. It's a give to Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. If you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
The mess there, making a nice play defensively. They were having a great starting field position on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to go, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A pass. That's going to bring up second.
Another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Here's Herbert. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after the loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they pulled the ball over the screen and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
At their own.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Midfield and into Charger territory. 50 yards rushing for him with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, just try to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. He finds his man complete. That's 4th. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down at 11 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to get about 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They run with Hines. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try to field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will extend their lead even further. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least. He's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't like the head up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to blank it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
He'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chargers take over at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely having a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt, then you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Complete to Johnson here. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had that wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble. 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Well, that incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. That'll lead to a 4th down.
Cameron Dicker for the Chargers. A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there in CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. This offense is very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Back to throw, Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Watson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Judy, 37 yards. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Chargers take over first and 10 from 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT. In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
You met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I met a fan base that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone in the coverage? The crowd the throwing lanes.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert now. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. The return will stop right around the 25.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and 1, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. About the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Slip it inside the 5-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a final score. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to throw it up for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Kadarius Toney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, and maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. A little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chargers 15.
Now, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Toney to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. Able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has the touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception runs they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now. Thinking about ways to close this game out as confidently as they've been playing. I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Toney to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how to play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Martin Emerson. So 1st and 10. If they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now it's Hines. Brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Up the middle, it's Chubb, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will drop from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Quickly here, he can fight only to about the 4. They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down the 10.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation. My goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass here now in 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets us up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion, they would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. They passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense. And they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Here's Hines. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on a pick up there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. A lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time. It's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely no way to run there.
They'll try and run forward with 4. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So it's pretty simple. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slow them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down the 18. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Again with Chubb. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
That's caught right side by Palmer.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they are going to set up shop at the the 32-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just touched about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Now 2nd and 3.
Chargers 25-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They get the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there running again.
Watson. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And they'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And able to get it down, but he does reach the 5.
90 yards rushing for him now. His team has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. As the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We said at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing City, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Herbert. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come on and see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen and turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rush with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Wiggles free, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6.
Out there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it here. Why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all. Because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble. We just saw it right there.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back and blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because just as you go in, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Herbert, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
5 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Beyond the tone setting right now, this guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Inside handoff now. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties, better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down.
It's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you for this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
They run once more with Edwards. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. Down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Edwards now on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down and 4.
On the counter, it's Edwards.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Cleveland, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for L.A., the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.